Fender. You may know them for their Hot Wheels guitar or four-neck lap steel, but there's a fun era that is often overlooked which produced some interesting products. Fender's Contempo organ was a short-lived foray into the world of synthesized keyboards. To most, they've never heard of it. Arriving to the party in 1968, they were already late as their competitors had years of service already. Now the logical question is, why did a guitar company make an organ? Well, you can thank CBS. To cut it short, Columbia Broadcasting System bought the Fender Company in 1965 and immediately started milking it dry. Out with integrity and in with profit, they wasted no time converting this humble stringed instrument manufacturer into an ROI machine. New to this era was the full-scale Rhodes Suitcase, the Vibratone Leslie copy, and our Fender Contempo. Listing for a cool $7,200, this instrument immediately flopped near the end of the combo organ frenzy. To my knowledge, the biggest act to play a Contempo was Keith Jarrett with Miles Davis. That's it. Unfortunately, people didn't really use this. Hell, even Bill Carson, Stratocaster designer and later Fender exec, would go on to say, quote, "It was a mess, a pile of junk. But thankfully, people didn't buy the damn thing, so it didn't last too long." Ouch. Now instead of being bold and ripping off the Continental's drawbar switches, Fender decided to go with rocker switches to change the tone of the organ. 36 rocker switches. You have your 3 stop settings in white, and then the black keys adjacent to them are 3 different volume settings for each stop, like the drawbar pull, but in rocker switch form. The bass section also has its own set of switches for its own tone, and the solo switch can decide if you want the signal for the bass going to a separate jack output or the same one as the rest of the keys. Arguably the feature that makes this keyboard stand out the most is the dual vibrato and tremolo options. Vibrato alters the pitch of the signal, while tremolo changes the volume of it. Normally combo organs have one of these, but to have them together creates a crazy modulated outcome. I find the lid to be the snazziest part of this keyboard. It's a little sub-design of the Rhodes lid, which I find really cool too. The red top with the chrome legs just go together so well. Kind of like another keyboard from across the pond. Unfortunately, the original chrome legs are nearly impossible to come by for these. So I took an idea from Custom Vintage Keys, who used the Wurlitzer 200 legs and just drilled them into the bottom. Honestly, I find it to look better than the original legs it came with, so I'm pretty happy with it. My specific keyboard didn't come with this cheek block, but if you take one off a Rhodes and put a Dremel to it, you can make one fit just on your own. I ended up replacing the grommets underneath each of these keys to eliminate any extra wiggle side to side and prevent any future sticking. On the inside, it's akin to any of your other combo organs. You have a row for each note, which is then subdivided into octaves for each section of the keybed. Action-wise, it's pretty responsive and springy, kind of like a Farfisa or a spring-modeled Vox. The sound is like your classic combo organ, though you can definitely tone it down a bit to make it fit the mix. Like the background music you're currently hearing, which is recorded by me with that Contempo. Besides those sounds, I do want to showcase a little more fun stuff so you can hear the full scope of this cool combo organ. If you like vintage keyboards or organs and want to see more, I have tons of content on my channel. You might be interested in that as well. And yes, Fender did make another organ after the Contempo. No,